So when I went vegan to heal my skin and focused on plant-based catabolic foods, lots of water fasting, lots of juice cleansing, and was really focusing on healing my gut, detoxification and cleansing, I became super fearful of these three foods. These three foods though are absolutely magical powerhouses for reversing skin disease and healing your gut. The weird thing is as a kid, I used to be really attracted to these foods. I'd gravitate towards their flavors and their taste, and they always made me feel really good. As I became an adult and started to really get into having dysfunctional health and then having to reverse it, these foods became fear foods because there's actually groups of people out in the world who are on Instagram and on YouTube and have websites and who are actually doctors and prominent speakers who have such an agenda against these foods because they're so powerful that they've built whole careers trying to debunk and demonize these traditional wonderful foods. Without further ado, in today's video, I'm going to talk about these three amazing foods that I eat every single day. Well, not every single day, but very often. And many of my clients who are having the best success reversing their eczema or dermatitis or psoriasis or rosacea are eating these foods in abundance. Food number one, it's the Jello, it's the Jello pudding pops. And no, I am no way endorsing Bill Cosby. The dude is a monster. Anyway, Jello, you guys are probably thinking of Jello the way I'm thinking of Jello. When I was a kid, I would go to school and I'd open up my He-Man lunchbox, which I still have. I'll show you guys that in a second. I have the power of Grayskull. How many of you guys back in the day, if you're my age or older, rocked the semi-metal rad lunchbox? Everyone had one. He-Man was dope, G.I. Joe's was dope, Barbie was dope. There was all sorts of styles out there. Do any of you guys still have this? I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section. I used to open up my He-Man lunchbox and in there would be a Jello. Clunk, plop open the top, eat that Jello, and it was wonderful. My favorite flavor back in the day was strawberry. Little did I know that gelatin is like one of the most amazing skin health nutrients that you can possibly have. It can come in powder form, and that's how I eat it. I suggest not doing store-bought Jello, but just getting your own gelatin from a high-end grass-fed or wild animal source, and create Jello untraditional. I throw the gelatin in soups, in smoothies. Wherever I can throw a little, I will throw. Also, making Jello with some stevia and some higher fat liquids like coconut milk or almond milk can be like a really delicious sweet snack when you're on a carnivore diet or a keto diet or a high fat diet. It gives you that consistency of sweet, kind of ice creamy, jello-y. I love that consistency. But the gelatin in the Jello is responsible for the shine of your skin. So the more gelatin you have, the more kind of like supple, lustrous skin you can have. And when you're constantly in that place of flare up, inflammation, skin peeling, you are losing that juiciness of your skin. It's dried out, it's crusty, it's cracking. The gelatin can help bring shine, moisturization back into the skin. It is essentially amino acids, and amino acids coming in a super easy to digest form. Jello is easy to digest like water. I mean, it just comes in and goes right through you. Another rad thing about gelatin is it's really going to address inflammation both in your joints and in your gut. So my number one weird food that I used to hate, actually I used to love, and then I hated as a vegan, and now I love again, that's rad for your skin, is Jello. Number two is bone broth. And bone broth is, man, there's a lot of people that are putting out a lot of misinformation, especially from the plant-based community. And I'll be honest, they had me tricked. When I was vegan and I was doing really well on a plant-based diet, the error for researching is to search for things that quantify a belief or some experience that you're having. And I was reading all of this information on how bone broth can take calcium out of the body and blah, 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 blah. Here's been my experience so far eating a ton of bone broth since I've gone keto carnivore. Skin health has drastically improved. I have been dermatitis, eczema, and psoriasis free for almost 8 years. So that part of my skin has not really changed much, but the actual tone, the colors of my skin, the peaches and the browns and the pinks that come out when I have enough sun are just really colorful and different than they used to be. Bone broth also greatly affects your skin's elasticity. And elasticity is both a sign of hydration and overall skin health. So if your skin is really stretchy, or if you can pinch it and it kind of stays pinched like that, you're probably dehydrated, and also you are really short on minerals and amino acids, and your elasticity is showing you that. Bone broth is super high in zinc, and zinc is a really hard nutrient to get. Plant-based people a lot of times have to supplement with it, and I would supplement from time to time with zinc when I was vegan. Now I don't have to at all because it's, the bone broth provides so much of it. The animal products I'm eating provides so much of it. But that's what makes bone broth so rad. It is filled with amino acids. It is ultra easy to digest. And the kind of rumors, propaganda, and dogma around it leaching calcium or causing other issues, I find that to be almost a joke at this point, and basically turn the page. So zinc is going to be a main driver for your hormones and your gut health. And as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, 2 things that are paramount for having healthy skin is having healthy hormones and having a healthy gut. If your gut is out of whack, you're dead in the water with healing your skin. You just will go absolutely nowhere. And your hormones are more of a symptom of having that improper immune and gut health. How do you say it?
Hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid. You're seeing it everywhere. Hyaluronic acid for your skin, Hyaluronic acid is bomb for your skin. Hyaluronic acid is in bone broth. It does a couple things. Hyaluronic acid gives the skin juicy plumpness, so it fills it out. It also allows the skin to have a smooth and shiny texture. So what you're seeing is these amino acids are like builders. They're building blocks for the skin, they're building blocks for the gut. And that's why they're working so good. The last food that, and this is last for a reason, because while I was vegan and plant-based, I did play a little bit with this food, sauerkraut. You could watch some of my What I Ate Today videos, and I was throwing some sauerkraut in here or there. Be careful with sauerkraut, my friends. I have it third on my list for a reason. The way I do sauerkraut is I take a tiny sip of it every day, and I use just a little bit, like maybe a tablespoon, sometimes 2, sprinkled throughout my food. Prebiotic, probiotic, great for the gut biome, great for digestion. It really helps the consistency of your poops. Just having a little bit of the liquid every day from sauerkraut will make your poop have a better tone. It will come out easier. It'll just be a better digestion process. Also, the gut biome, it's adding really easy materials to your body that the body and the gut will use to create the bacteria and the biome, the atmosphere it needs to have immaculate health and to really digest food, assimilate those nutrients, and then use those nutrients. That's one of the main issues. If you have skin disease, you may be eating healthy in general, but your body may not be absorbing nutrients, using the nutrients, because you have so much toxins, so much backup, and just so much stuff that needs to be cleared out. The mechanism needs to be rebalanced. For those of you people who are going through the process of trying to reverse your skin disease, there is 3 main things that you have to do. 1, you have to cleanse and detoxify yourself and live a holistically healthy life. 2, you have to go through the process of figuring out the puzzle piece of the diet, which means you have to understand your specific needs, test your body's biomarkers, and then give yourself a diet that works with those biomarkers and those needs. If you're someone who needs to be on a keto or carnivore diet and you're spending your time eating vegan foods, it's not going to work. Vice versa is true as well. If you're someone who needs to be a lot more fiber, a lot more carbohydrate, and a lot more protein, and the fats need to be moderate, then eating a keto or a carnivore or a high-fat primal diet is going to F you up. You'll be dead in the water if you don't do step 2. And then step 3 is once you have determined the proper diet for yourself, establishing a routine, a lifetime routine that you can sustain forever. Diet, cleansing, holistic health, daily movement, enjoying your health, enjoying your life, and having really healthy skin, and just being happy and free. That's what it's all about. It's why I put out these videos. It's why I coach clients. I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here, you guys. If you have any questions or comments about any of these foods, leave them down below. So far, a few announcements. So far, you guys have been telling me that you would rather do a really focused phase 1 group cleanse, a gut health 30-day reset cleanse. So it looks like we're gonna move forward with that. Please leave any comments or questions down below. If there's a few more of you that wanna say, yep, let's do the group cleanse, or no, let's do the 3 phases workshop once again. We wanna give you guys what you need. Most likely looks like the next class, no matter what will be in about a month, and you can find out all the information and stay up to date. There's a link in the description, but also holistichealthactivation.com. At holistichealthactivation.com, you can also pick up the 3 phases workbook, which is the step-by-step guide to overcoming skin disease and to figuring out your personalized diet to do so. If you want to become a private client of mine, you're at rock bottom, or you're just ready to take all the steps and to be led through the process, there's a link in the description for that as well. There's a link in the description for every service and everything I offer you guys. If you want to get a hold of me, go to the description box and check out the links. At Instagram, I'm Rob Stuart. In real life, I'm just Rob Stuart, and I usually end my videos after saying that, so I'm gonna go and have some bacon. Peace.